Thank you. I'm very happy to be here as Wolfsburg manager. I hope to bring Wolfsburg back to the top and get some cup wins, challenge for the league. I think given a few seasons, I think we can do it. I'm very sad to leave my former job, but I'm very excited to get the ball rolling. And I want to be as good as manager as Loki Doki was back in the day, back in 2017, and hope I can bring this very similar sort of levels of ambition and success to the club. What do you mean you don't know who Loki Doki is? He was your manager for ages. You journalists don't really know anything, do you? What is going on, guys? My name is Adam, I am a Super Swan, and welcome to Club 4, Episode 1 of the FM19 Brexit Manager, where Brexit meets Brexit, and we have arrived at Wolfsburg, our fourth club of the Brexit Manager save. And if this is your first time tuning into the series, we have abandoned the UK. We've told Theresa May we're not happy with the Brexit deal, so we're going to be going around Europe to forge ourselves a career. So no English teams, no Scottish teams, no Welsh teams, no Northern Ireland teams. Every other country is up for grabs. So we're not going to be seeing any Premier League football in this save, but we are going to be touring around Europe. So far we've been at Cups in Finland, we've been at Austria, Vienna in Austria, Fortuna Dusseldorf in Germany, and we've gone upgraded to Wolfsburg in the German Bundesliga. So by all means check out the previous episodes if you want to check out how we got to this far. But if you're coming in at this point, exciting times ahead. Wolfsburg are 10th in the league, and we are going to have our 2 games in charge against Stuttgart, and I'm not sure who the second team is. We'll have a look at the schedule. It's Hoffenheim, so it'll be Stuttgart and Hoffenheim coming up today. So as far as the team goes, we haven't been introduced to the team yet on camera, but I feel as if I have to show you the transfers first before that makes sense. So we have let ins and outs go, so we've only been in charge for a couple of weeks, but I have dipped into the transfer market. I'll show you the ins first, because that'll make a lot more sense. So, luckily enough, the first thing I normally do when taking charge of a team is scout like South America, so Brazil, Argentina, as they have the best players in the game, the best regens, the best new gens. So luckily enough, Wolfsburg already have a pretty big impact on Argentina. They've got an affiliate with River Plate. So we already had a lot of Argentina scouted, so I didn't have to send scouts out. We already had information on these players. So I've signed an attacking midfielder, Sergio Ojeda, from Belgrano for £11.5 million. 22 years old, because one of our board objectives is to sign youth players. So 22 years old, Argentinian, 3-star current ability, 4.5-star potential. He already looks like a bit of a beast of an attacking midfielder. He's got a lot of greens in there already. 17 first shots, 16 technique, 17 vision, 16 flair. He looks like he's a ready-made attacking midfielder. Only 22. And he does have room for improvement. A familiar name to people who tuned in to Dusseldorf, Edgardo Boggio. We have brought him with us to Wolfsburg. £13 million release fee from Boca Juniors. I had to jump at the chance to bring him in. 4-star, he's already become our best player at the club. 4-star current ability, 4.5-star potential. There's still room for improvement. And bearing in mind we bought him in for £13 million, he's already worth 29.5 mil, so he will be making his debut in today's episode. And the last player we brought in from our affiliate, River Plate, is Jeremias Diaz for 9.75 million, 3.5-star current ability, 4-star potential, a natural Mazzella, which the way we play our tactics will fit in very well. Again, room for improvement there, 4-star potential, 22 years old. We're going to have the Argentinians run the show at Wolfsburg. We've brought in 3 Argentinians. We have already let players go. I mean, obviously we've only been here a week or 2 weeks, so you're not really going to feel any emotional attachment to these players, but we had a bit of a few issues to go through, so we have let a few players go. Yannick Gernhardt went to Bochum for 85k. 30 years old, wasn't really up to standard. He's only a 2.5-star player. We had plenty of depth in the midfield, so I didn't feel the need to keep him on. Maximilian Arnold, a player who is known to be at Wolfsburg. In real life, he's still at Wolfsburg. He's 342 appearances, but again, he did come to me and say that he wanted a new challenge. He felt he'd achieved all he could at Wolfsburg, so we did let him go to China, so we cashed in on him whilst we could for £17 million. It did help us fund our transfers as well, so that was a good for us, but the fans are a little bit unhappy, but, you know, we'll win the round, it's fine. And the last player out was Volkrun Basch to Werder Bremen, a 28-year-old centre-back. Again, we had plenty of depth there. He was only 2.5-star current ability, so I wasn't too worried about that. So that's the transfer. So now I think it's time to meet the team. This is the Wolfsburg team, the players that we're going to be working with for this save, at least until the transfer window ends, and then obviously we can work our magic there. So goalkeeper, we have a very good goalkeeper in Angus Gunn. He is a world-class goalkeeper, formerly of Liverpool and Southampton. I think he played for Man City as well. Yeah, I can see he played for Man City. But we have a world-class goalkeeper on our hands. Problem is, he's out for 4 weeks. So we're not going to be seeing him today. So we will be going with our substitute goalkeeper in Casteels. He's not the best, and I will probably let him go at the end of the year, so we can hopefully find a youth goalkeeper to take that backup position. But I am very happy with Angus Gunn in goal. Right back, we got Fernandez and Bushiri. It's going to be Fernandez who's going to be our first choice. Pretty decent, 3-star current ability, potential 4 stars. Not the best crossing, which I do like my wingers to push up and cross the ball in, or our fullbacks, I should say. So he's all right. £14 million rotation player. He'll do for now until we can maybe find someone with a bit of a better cross. And we've got Bushiri to be a backup with him, who can also play centre-back. So right back, we're pretty good. We got strength there. Centre-backs, I'm very happy with. We've got 4 very good centre-backs at the club. I've had a look at all of them. I think the first choice is going to be Rekic as our ball-playing defender. You know, he's 3.5-star current ability, 3.5-star potential. 30 years old, he's at his prime. He is wanted by Leicester and Bayern Munich, so hopefully I can hang on to him before the end of the season. His partner at the back's probably going to be Bisek. 3-star current ability, 3-star potential. Another player who's playing at his peak. He is young though, 24. He's got very good stats for a centre-back, so he's going to be probably countering or partnering Rekic at the centre-back positions. Left-back, of course, we got Eduardo Boggio. We all know about him. He is a beast of a left-back. And Carriero, unfortunately, is going to be the man who's going to go from first choice to backup. 3-star current ability, 4-star potential. He's a decent player himself, mind. So maybe I didn't have to dive in to get Boggio, but I felt as if I wanted a familiar face at Wolfsburg as we're settling in. So Carriero will be rotating in and out at left-back. Gunter, how old is he? 32? He probably won't get much game time. And Rekic, of course, plays in the centre-back. Midfield, again, we've got some decent depth. The standout player looks to be Riviera, who is a 27-year-old Spanish midfielder, 3.5-star current ability, and is playing at his peak. Centre midfielder or deep line playmaker, but looks like he can play DM and centre-back or attacking midfield, so a very versatile player. Again, someone I want to try and keep hold of in the midfield. We've also got this player, Tien Cooper Miners. He's going to be a very important player for us as he can play DM and centre midfield. He's a deep line playmaker, which is a position we do use in our tactics. So again, someone we are going to be relying on. I think those are going to be the 2 key midfielders, along with Diaz, who we brought in the transfer window, and a youngster named Ozko Koroglu. 18 years old, he's pretty much from our own youth academy, though we did bring him in at an early age. Can also play attacking midfield. A lot of potential on him, so he's going to kind of be the backup. So we've got some decent depth in the midfield. Our wingers, we've got Sabitzer on loan from Red Bull Leipzig, I believe. No, Bayer Leverkusen. Did used to play for Red Bull, but he's going to be used as an inside forward, both sides, or even a winger. Very decent player, but I'm probably not going to take up the option of signing him permanently, as we can get some better players in there. We've also got another player who we should be familiar with, Moussa Diaby. We had him with Fortuna Dusseldorf. He's going to be someone who we all know how he can play both wings. He's going to be a very capable player on both sides. On the left-hand side, we've got Seegers, who's a youngster, 27 million, only 21. He could be a 5-star player. So again, he's going to be someone we're going to try and build the team around and hopefully get those 15 for crossing into the box for our strikers. Torgan Hazard we've got in the team. So we've managed Kylian Hazard at Cups. We've managed Torgan Hazard at Wolfsburg. We just now need to manage Eden Hazard. And we've got the full set. But again, he's 31 now. I don't think we're going to be using him much, if I'm honest. Maybe a backup on the left wing. We've got a few very good youngsters as far as attacking midfield goes. We've signed Ojeda in the January transfer window, but a player we've already got at the club, Giannis Spagis, 3-star current ability, again, another 5-star potential player. So Wolfsburg have been investing in youth, and he's already got some very good stats to play advanced playmaker. I'm going to try and train him as a midfielder, because it looks like he can play a very good Mazzella, or even a deep line playmaker as well. So he's going to be someone we're going to be training in and around the squad. And as far as strikers go, we are stacked up front. The main man, I think, is going to be Nani Di Matta, at least for now. 3.5-star current ability, 3.5-star potential. Pressing forward, but he can play advanced and complete forward. He's someone who's very proven at this level. 61 goals in 174 games. So he's going to be, I think, the main man for now. But the backup is definitely going to be this man, Dennis Elmbach, who is 3-star current ability and a 5-star potential, 6'7" at 18 years old. He's a tank of a player, 17 finishing, so I think he's going to be the eventual successor to Di Matta, but he's going to hopefully be the man to bang in the goals should Di Matta fail to live up to expectations. So we've been going on a while, really. We've already been going for around about 10 minutes, so we may only show one game off today, depending on how long it goes, but we are definitely going to make our debut against Stuttgart. Our first game in charge of Wolfsburg, and because of the injury to Angus Gunn, we are playing Casteels in goal. He's only 2.5-star. He's not the best goalkeeper, but we've got to roll with the punches. This is what we got to work with. So we do have a grey goalkeeper on the bench. Let's just hope that Casteels doesn't get injured, because if he does, this guy's going to have to come in goal. Not looking forward to that possibility. But Fernandez, Rekic, Bissek and Bozio, who's making his debut at left back. Coopermine is the half-back. Diaz, the January signing again, making his debut with Riviera as the advanced playmaker. Sabitzer, Seegers and Diamata starting up front. I have imported our Fortuna Dusseldorf tactics over to Wolfsburg, but I'm going to give the control possession a go, because I've looked at the team, looked how they used to play before. We might get a bit more luck, at least away from home, with the control possession. So we're going to give it a go. We're going to see what happens. So we'll give Diaz, 25. You can be number 25. Bozio, I know you want to be number 5, but we haven't got that available, so you can be 45. So, give me to the end of the season. I'll give you the number 5 shirt. That's fine. But we are going to go into our first game in charge of Wolfsburg against Stuttgart away from home. So it's already a bit of a challenge. So I'm going to say, going to give a passionate, go out there and give these fans, no, that doesn't work, but I'll tell them I have faith in them, that normally does the trick. Yeah, see, put your arm around them, tell them you have faith in them, does the world of good. Stuttgart are in 11th place, we are in 10th. Can we get our Wolfsburg career off to a good start and get all 3 points? 3 minutes in, Tommy with a free kick for Stuttgart. I'm hoping we don't concede early, because that wouldn't be the best start to our career in charge of Wolfsburg. But Seegers does intercept. I hope he's going to chase it down. He does eventually. But Bissek clears back to Seegers. Finds Diamata. What can he do? There's not many players with him, and he does lose the ball. Bolowski to Ozkan. It's very back and forth. I know we're only 3 minutes in, but we should get that ball. Oh, Bissek. Oh, Bissek. Really? That's how we're going to start off our Wolfsburg career? With a back pass goal? Have I made a mistake? Bissek. Wow. Not happy. Not happy at all. 17 minutes in. I've just shown my players to show some passion. Because, if we're going to concede goals like that, we need to be a lot more attacking. But Seegers Finds Bozio, whips it in. Diamata's there. It's gone over the line, and we are back in the game. I was a bit disappointed after the opening goal, but I'm glad that we've managed to pull one back at least. So we are back to level pegging. Bozio the man, the new signing, the man we know from Dusseldorf, making the difference. Bozio crosses it, Diamata the back post, gets it over the line, and we are back in the game. Coming up to half-time, 1-1. You know, I'm a bit disappointed in the way we conceded, and we haven't had a shot since we scored, but we are away from home, so, you know, let's not be too critical of the team. I think I'd very happily take a draw in the first game. I know Stuttgart are a very similar level team to us, and it is going to take time for them to get used, that was close, to get used to the way we play. So I'll very happily take a draw away from home in our first game in charge, but I'm going to give a passionate, or do I go aggressive? I'm far from pleased with what I just saw in this team. Seegers looks stressed, but mate, you're the worst player in this team. So I'm just going to end the team talk there. I'm going to let them think about what they've done in the first half, especially the defence, and hopefully try and come back and get a win in our first game in charge. 55 minutes, throw into Stuttgart. On the left-hand side, Middlestadt comes inside to Tommy. We're not really closing them down. We're just kind of being a bit pedestrians, and we concede a goal. And it is a goal to Stuttgart. Marley grabbing the goal. We're just too pedestrian in defence. We just seemed like, looking at this highlight, none of the players are going for the ball. We're just letting them play. Look, they're just walking towards them. No one's closing anyone down. And it does go in the back of the net, and they are 2-1 up. Not very happy with the defence. 58 minutes, can we get an immediate equaliser? We can! And Karim Rekic gets the goal. Defensive-wise, not the best. Attacking-wise, 2 shots on target and 2 goals for Wolfsburg. Cooper Mines is there, Rekic beats his man, puts it in the corner, and we are indeed back in the game. Was there an offside? No, not a chance. He was well onside. Heads in the back of the net, and we are 2-2. 63 minutes. I am going to make a sub soon, but there is a foul. Oh, it's not for us, is it? No, it's Ozcan. And Ozcan has been sent off, and now is the time to make some changes. And are we looking a bit tired? Diaz is looking a bit tired, but I think if we maybe sort of go a bit more attacking, so we'll move Cooper Miners to the Mazzella. We'll bring on Spagis as the attacking midfielder. We'll leave him on support, as that's what he can do. So I'm going to go a little bit higher tempo, go a little bit more direct in the passing as well, just to try and, force the game a bit. And I think everything else is going to keep the same. So we're going to go a little bit more urgent in our play and try and find the third goal for us. Corner, 77 minutes. I've shouted get creative, but it is cleared away as far as Sabitzer. Back to Cooper Miners. Sabitzer edge of the area. Cooper Miners again. Spagis edge of the area has just come on to Riviera, and Riviera gets the goal, and for the first time in this game we have taken the lead. 3-2 to Wolfsburg, and Christian Riviera is the man to make the difference. A little bit of a 1-2 between Sabitzer and Cooper Miners trying to find the opening. Spagis just comes on, finds the gap for Riviera, and it's a lovely shot in the top of the net. Can we hang on for 3 points in our debut game? Coming up to full time, I think we've done the job. We just need to wait for that final whistle. Bozio on the ball though, Riviera gives the ball away, and that is the full-time whistle. Oh, touch and go really. Defensive-wise, we were not the best, but attacking-wise, we did get over the line, and we did get a 3-2 win. I'm going to say it was a very nice victory for the boys. I'll take that. I will take that in our first game in charge. So our second team lose 5-1, but our first team win 3-2 against Stuttgart. A fantastic start, although a lot of work to be done in the defence after the goals we conceded. I've moved our under-19s goalkeeper into the squad because I need a goalkeeper on the bench while Angus Gunn is injured. But we look at the competitions and we have moved up to 9th place in the league, although a few teams around us haven't played yet. so that may change depending on what's going on there. But we are only, 4 points off Bayern Munich in 6th. I think if we can keep up the momentum, we can try and sneak into the Europa League places. I think that's going to be my internal aim, is to sneak into the Europa League places. But I think at the moment, I'm just going to try and see what the players are like and sort of what ones we want to keep, what ones we want to get rid of, and what they're all about. So I'm going to have a look and see how long the video's gone on for. And if we can sneak in a second game, we will. But if not, I will see you just before the second game and let you know what's been going on in the team. Seeing as we're already 20 minutes into the episode, I'm going to try and get through this game as quick as we can. So the highlights are only going to be goals or key highlights. But we are going for our tiki-taka attacking formation. Castillo's in goal. Bushiri comes in as Fernandez is suspended. Rekic Arn comes in instead of Bissek, as I'm dropping Bissek after that terrible back pass in the last game. Bosio left back. Diaz, Cooper Miners in the middle. Diaby comes in for Sabitzer. Spagis is the attacking or the advanced playmaker. Seegers and Diamata up front. Who needs a squad number? Oh, our under-19's goalkeeper. You could be, I don't know, number 40. Because until Angus Gunn is fit, that's going to be the only time you're going to be in this squad. But where are Hoffenheim in the league? That is the question. We are at home, so I'm going to give a passionate, we're favourites for a reason. Doesn't work, but I tell them I have faith in them. That does the trick. So where are Hoffenheim? They are in the relegation playoffs, so this is a very winnable game for us. If we can get 2 wins out of 2, that'll be a fantastic start to our life at Wolfsburg. Come to half-time, there have been no highlights whatsoever. I opened my mouth too soon, though. And Rekic clears it off the line. That is the only highlight of the first half. But we are going to go on half-time 0-0. Not been the best of games, I will be honest. I'm going to give a far from pleased from what I just saw from this team. Diamata is demotivated, and for that, I'm going to bring you off Fenerbahce. And I'm going to make him, a target man on attack, because he is 6'7". So I'm going to try and see if we can hit early crosses to get it into the box. I'm going to overlap on the right as well to make use of our complete wing back. So slight tactical tweaks to try and get a goal from Elbach, the 6'7" wonder kid from our academy. Diaby, though, can we make an immediate impact? Rekic to Diaz, over the bar. Almost. 59 minutes. Castiles to Rekic. Is this going to be the highlight that gets us the goal? Lovely ball there to Diaby, headed onto him. Comes inside, long ball to Seegers, picks it up. Can he cross it? He can. Elbach is there to Diaby, all the time in the world, and the target man comes in to make the difference. It is Diaby that gets the goal, the former Fortuna Dusseldorf player, but our 6'7" target man comes into play. Seegers is there. He's going to cross. I thought he might have headed it, but he takes a touch, finds Diaby, all the time in the world. And Wolfsburg are 1-0 up. 89 minutes, it's a corner. Are we going to throw this away at the end? But it's headed over the bar. Oof, that's fine, that's okay. Coming up to full time, and I think we are going to hang on for 3 points, and that is 2 wins out of 2 in our first 2 games in charge. Moussa Diaby grabbing the goal. I'm going to say well done. That was a good win for us. And what's that going to do as far as the league table goes? Wolfsburg edge narrow Hoffenheim game. Look at the league table. We're in 9th place, but we are only 3 points off Augsburg in 5th. But to be fair, Bayern and Leipzig are still to play. So we're creeping up the table, and I think we are just sniffing around the Europa League places. So if we can carry on the good run, the good start to the season we've done, well, the good start to our tenure, I should say, I'm hoping we can maybe sneak a Europa League place. So our first 2 wins on camera, 2 wins from 2. So I think what we'll do is we'll come back for Fortuna Dusseldorf and the Schalke game. So we're going to go up against our former club next time away from home. And we're going up against Schalke as well, who are 2nd in the league. So 2 tricky games, but hopefully we can go on a bit of a run to try and get some momentum and get some form. If we do beat Bayer Leverkusen in the German Cup, and the German Cup game comes somewhere along here, I might come back for the Cup game. But maybe Dusseldorf, maybe Schalke. It's going to be around about there somewhere, but promising start to the Wolfsburg career, my friends. We are in 9th place, but we are sniffing around the Europa League places. So tune in next time as we continue Club 4 Wolfsburg. Leave a like if you enjoy, guys. Subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager 2019 content. We upload the Brexit Manager every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 6 PM GMT. And I will see you next time for 2 more league games, potentially a cup game in the Bundesliga with Wolfsburg. Thank you very much for watching.